Hello, P1 students! Welcome again to our science class with Ms. Ida, and we are now on Chapter 5, Movement of Objects. Are you ready to learn something new today? Let's get started. For Lesson 1, Moving Objects, our learning aims are the following. Explore and describe the movement of objects around you. Describe pushes and pulls as forces. For our Chapter 2 questions, we have the following. How is the man moving? What will happen to the man if the boat stops moving? What do you think, children? Take your time to answer and don't forget to submit your answers in the Google Classroom. For our thinking cap, in how many ways can I move? So let's start. We can push or pull an object to make it move. A push or pull is known as a force. When we push, object moves away from us. While when we pull, object moves towards us. So let's check the pictures, children. This one is pushing and this one is pulling, right? Moving on, for science at work, physicists are scientists who study many things such as forces and how forces move objects. Isaac Newton was one of the most famous physicists in the world. For Lesson 2, Floating and Sinking Objects, our learning aim is to learn that some objects float and others sink. For our lesson trigger, the question is, why did the Titanic sink? What do you think, children? And for our thinking cap, how does a float help people who don't know how to swim? An object floats when it stays on the surface of the water. An object sinks when it moves below the surface of the water. Objects float or sink depending on the material they are made of. Let's check this picture, children. Is it floating or sinking? It's floating, correct. And what is marbles? It's sinking. Very good. For our tech talk, most ships are made of metal. Metal sinks in water. Ships float because they have air in them. They can sink when water gets inside them. Scientists have created a metal that can float. Ships made of this metal will be able to float even if some water gets inside. This can help prevent ships from sinking. The Titanic was one of the largest ships that sank. Ask your parent to help you find out more about why it sank. Okay, children? Then get ready to share your answers in the class. And that ends our video lesson for today. Thanks for watching. Happy learning, children. Bye-bye. Take care, everyone.